Hi Cambridge class, and welcome to our second lesson on negative numbers. Today we're going to have a look at ordering those negative numbers. Before we start, I'd like you to pause the video and have a think about everything that you know so far about negative numbers. Okay, so I know that positive numbers are numbers above 0 and negative numbers are numbers below 0. I know that positive numbers are the opposite to negative numbers, and I know that as you get below 0, the further you get away from 0, the smaller the number gets. So negative 13 is smaller than negative 3 because it's getting further away from 0. Have a go at this one. Which of these negative numbers is the lowest? Negative 12, negative 2, negative 20. Pause the video while you have a think. Okay, I'm going to show you this now. So have a think if you're right. So negative 2 is here, negative 12 is here, negative 20 is here. So which is the lowest number? It's negative 20 because you're getting further away from 0 as you're going below 0. Some people might think that negative 2 is smaller because 2 is smaller than the number 20. But it's sort of the opposite way around with negative numbers. Negative 20 is much smaller than negative 2. This alien recorded the temperature on their home planet at the same time every day for a week. On Monday it was negative 13 degrees, on Tuesday negative 4 degrees, Wednesday 2 degrees, Thursday negative 10 degrees, Friday negative 5 degrees, Saturday 1 degree, Sunday negative 19 degrees. Have a go at these questions. Which was the coldest day? Which was the warmest day? Pause the video while you answer the questions. Don't forget it's asking for the day. Okay, so the coldest day, I'm looking for the lowest number. So I know that there's positive and negative numbers. I'm going to be looking at all my negative numbers and seeing which one is the smallest number, which one is furthest away from 0. So negative 13 is 13 away from 0, negative 4 is 4 away from 0, negative 10 is 10 away from 0, negative 5 is 5 away from 0, negative 19 is 19 degrees below 0. So that means that Sunday is the coldest day. And which is the warmest day? Because there's positive and negative, I can just look at the positive numbers and see which number is the biggest, 1 degree or 2 degrees. So 2 degrees is higher, which means that Wednesday is the warmest day. Well done if you got that right. Have a look at this now. I'd like you to think about where each of these numbers would go on the number line. Either pause the video to draw the number line or pause the video to point to somebody in your house where each of these numbers go. Okay, so I'm going to start with the positive numbers again. So I'm going to put the number 1 here. So I've got 0, 1. So I know that 1 is positive and it's 1 more than 0. So I've done the number 1. I've got the number 2 here. So I'm going to do the number 2. And that's in between 1 and 3. I've got 4 here. I'm going to cross off the number 4 and put that above the 3. Then I've got negative 1, negative 3, negative 6, negative 2, negative 4. And I can see negative 5's over here. I'm going to start with negative 1. And that's just 1 less than 0. Then it would be negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and then 1 less than negative 5 is negative 6. Well done if you got that right. Look at the numbers already on the number line to help you position the mixed up numbers. They're all in a mixed up order. have a go at trying to identify where these numbers would go on this number line. Pause the video and either draw yourself the number line and put them on, or point on the number line where they would go. Okay, so I've got 0 and 4, and I've got 0 and -4. So if I'm going to try and place a number on, I might start with 2, because I know that 2 is halfway between 0 and 4. Now if you drew this, you could use a ruler and split it in half, or we can just try and be as accurate as possible. So there's 0, there's 4. I'm going to guess that halfway is about there. So I'm going to put the number 2 here. 1 is halfway between 0 and 2, so I'm going to put the number 1 here. 3 is halfway between 2 and 4, I'm going to put the number 3 here. So far I've used 2, a 1 and a 3. I've got -1, -2 and -3. So again, I'm going to split in half this line between -4 and 0, and that's going to be -2. Halfway between 0 and -2 is -1, and then halfway between -2 and -4 is -3. Well done if you got them in the right place. Okay, this time you haven't got options, you just need to work out what number is marked by the arrow. So what number is here? That's 0 and that's -6. Think about how many jumps there are. What number's here if that's -6? Okay, so pause the video while you write down what is marked by the arrow. So 0, this will be -1, -2, -3, -4, this will be -5. Well done if you got those two. Next one. Pause the video while you write down the numbers marked by the arrows. So I'm going to start over here. I can see that there's 0 and a 6, but there aren't 6 jumps. There's only 3 jumps. That's 0 and that's 6. So that's not going to be 1, 2, 3. It's going to be 2, 4, 6. So this is the number 2. I'm going backwards in 2s now from 0. So going up in 2s, 2, 4, 6. Going back in 0s, that's going to be -2, -4, -6, -8, -10, and that's going to be -12. So again, well done if you got those right. Always remember to check what the scale is going up in. Next one, estimate and label where 0, -12 and -20 will be on the number line. So pause the video while you draw the number line. Okay, so I know that -25 is there and 25 is there. Halfway between -25 and 25 is going to be 0. Now -20 is quite close to -25. I know that 12 add 12 makes 24, which means that 12 is just less than half of 25. So 12 is going to be about there. Then -20 is going to be about here. Oops, sorry, that should meant to put the negative sign in there. There we go. Right, a task for you. Write these numbers on paper, then cut them out. Order them from smallest to largest. Pause the video while you do this. Okay, so my smallest number, I'm looking at the negative numbers. I'm looking for the number that's furthest away from 0. So I have got -8. Then I've got -6, -5, -3, -1, 0, 1, 4, 7, and then 9 is the largest. Well done if you got those right. Now, same task again, but they're all different numbers. Pause the video while you write these numbers on some paper and then move them around until they are in the right order. So for my smallest number, I'm looking for a negative number that's furthest away from 0. So negative 14, negative 13, negative 10, negative 9, and then on the positives, 2, 8, 11, 12, ooh, nearly missed one, 17, and 19 is the biggest number. Last one of these, pause the video while you have a go. So I'm looking for my smallest negative number. I've got negative 52, negative 50, negative 11, negative 64, negative 49. Negative 64 is the furthest away from 0, so that's the smallest. Then I've got negative 52, negative 50, negative 49, negative 11. Now looking at my positives, I've got 26, 43, 47, 58, and then 74 is the biggest. Well done if you got those right. This alien recorded the temperature on their home planet at the same time every day for a week. Can you put the temperatures in order from warmest, the hottest temperature, the highest temperature, to the coldest temperature, the smallest temperature, the smallest number? Pause the video while you complete this last challenge. Okay, so the warmest, I'm looking for a positive number. That's, remember it was Wednesday yesterday, so it was 2 degrees. Then it's 1 degree, negative 4, negative 5, negative 10, negative 13, and negative 19. So 2 is the warmest, negative 19 is the coldest, and this is the order in between that. Well done. We'll see you tomorrow for some more negative numbers.